My friends were telling me everything that they could tell me that I can go to jail. I was like, all right, this is it. We're gonna go to jail. I upgraded from being called a clown to Shoddy, Lil Shoddy. This was a name given by one of my friends called Raj. My last name is Kamshati, so I keep getting jokes that I'm Shati. So it just turned to Shoddy is back in the kitchen. I think that's better. It says send help, because I don't know how this is gonna end up. Not only making food for ourselves today, we're gonna be cooking for a few of my friends that I'll be seeing later this weekend. So what we're gonna be making black bean fried tacos. I've never tried it. I literally was like looking up recipes yesterday on TikTok because I always trust TikTok. Process, we got chiz, we got black beans. Okay, you might be thinking, why be asking me why did I get the black beans like this in a bottle? Well, in a bottle, like the packing is like this. I looked at the cans. I don't have a can opener at home, so instead of wasting more money on a can opener and a can, I just got these, so it's easier. I got cilantro. I got lime. We're gonna be making a sauce, yogurt sauce with cilantro, lime, and seasoning and like yogurt. So that's like, this is like for later. Garlic, because we need garlic. That's what I saw on TikTok. So we're gonna be doing garlic, onion, obviously, tomato, and some seasonings that I don't have at home, and the rest of them I do, which is I just have to like pull them out. August so far for me has been, it's been what I think today's like August 9th, so it's been a week since August started. August so far has been pretty good to me, actually, not gonna lie. I have a story time I'll probably make for something that happened yesterday. It was kind of, it was intentional what happened yesterday. So I went to court yesterday. She's a criminal guy. I'm a very safe driver, let's just say that. I never have anything on my record. I never got into an accident. I'm very safe. I'm basically a +5. I have a +5 driving score, which is like the highest score you can have. And I got my permit when I was 15. So like I had my license for a while. I feel like I'm built crazy just a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna chop my finger off. I don't know, bro. One of the days, I think it was like June or something, a few months ago, basically like recently this year. I was just like, I wanna see what it feels like to be pulled over, like high key. Like I don't know if this is smart of me or dumb of me, because I was like telling this to my friends and they started laughing. They were like, "What is wrong with you?" But I think that's just me in general. That's just my character. But fast forward, one of the days I was like, I just want to speed, I just want to speed. I want to know what it feels like to be pulled over by the cop. I wanted to be pulled over. That was the mission. I wanted to actually be pulled over, not just like, okay, we're speeding and then we're gonna speed down. No, I wanted to be pulled over. I wanted a cop to catch me, because I was like, I've been too good. Like I don't know what to do with my life now. Like I was going 91 in 70 miles per hour speed limit. Been new. Thankfully there was a cop behind me, so he pulled me over, and I got excited, and I was like, this is it. This is the moment. I pulled out my license or registration. The cop was kind of confused. He was like, what is wrong with this girl? Because I gave it to him a little too soon, even before he like asked me, because he pulled me over. I pulled over to the side of the highway. He walked over to my car like 5 minutes later, and I was already looking for my license and registration, because I was like, oh, this is it. This is the moment. And then I like gave it to him, and he looked at me and he was like, do you not have your seatbelt on? I was like, no, I just like took it off, and I gave it to him right away, and he went back to his car. He sat there for a whole 20 minutes, bro. A whole fucking 20 minutes, because I can just imagine the confusion on this cop's face in this car, because he probably looked up my record and he was just like, there's nothing on this girl's record. Like, what do I give her a ticket? Like, do I send her off with a warning? Like, I don't know what to say to her. Like there's nothing on her record, and then he comes back like 20 minutes later, because I was just like, bro, why are you taking so long? Like, what's so confusing to you? He comes back, and then he gives me what do you call it, a paper for like a ticket, basically a speeding ticket, and he was like, okay, but the okay, he gives me the paper and he tells me to sign it, the ticket, and he was like, okay, this is your court date at like 9:30 on August 8th at this place. You have to show up to this court. I was like, oh, okay. And then he looks at me concerned. He's like, please drive safe. So the first time I called the court to change my address that I signed on the paper because I moved. I don't live at the location that's on my license anymore. They were like, nothing's on your name in the system, so I think you're good. I don't think the cop ever turned it in. So I was like, oh, this is, bro, I wanted to come to court. What is this? So I called back a week later, and that's when she was like, oh, okay, I see you in the system. That means he like just like turned it in. I went to court yesterday, right? It was like 9:30 in the morning. And I'm looking around the courtroom to see if my cop showed up, because sometimes I read that if you get a speeding ticket and your cop doesn't show up, the way to like get out of it, if the cop doesn't show up that on the during the court date, that means you're basically free to go. I don't remember what his face looks like. There's like officers in the room, but I don't remember what his face looks like, genuinely speaking. Maybe I can get out. And then the judge came in and they called the officer's name that's on my paper, and I was like, oh, okay, so he's here. For anyone who's never been to court, this is my first time too, because I was just curious. This was like a general district traffic court for like traffic things that have been broken, laws that have been broken, and everyone is in the same courtroom, just sitting, and there's one judge, and they call up your name one by one, and you have to like just go do your thing in front of everyone, as everyone's like watching what your consequences are going to be in front of like, I don't know, 50 other people waiting for their turn, and like probably looking like they're about to cry. Interesting story. I witnessed someone yesterday go to jail for 20 days and got their license like suspended, and it's because they were going 115, and I think they put someone's life in danger. I'm not sure. I couldn't really hear them because they were kind of quiet, because you know, if you're in that situation, you don't want everyone to know your business, even though everyone is in the room with you. I was like thinking, I was like, maybe it's my turn now, you know, maybe it's my turn to go to jail, right? But then I was like, nah, bro, like I've been good my whole life. Like one thing is not gonna like put me in jail right here, right now. I'm not that crazy yet. Like this whole interaction of me going up to the podium and then like walking out probably lasted less than a minute, and it was like a waste of like time, if you ask me. So I went up to the podium, right, and the judge was like, so do you plead guilty? I was like, yeah, guilty. I was like, what's gonna happen? Like, I am guilty. I mean, I didn't say anything else. I was just like, yeah, guilty. And he was just like, do you have anything else to tell the court? Do you have anything else to tell the cop? And I was like, nope. Because sometimes it's better to not say anything than say everything that's on your mind. Like, yeah, I wanted to do that. Or like, I'm sorry. I'm like this and that. Because I'm just like, that's not going to do anything. The more you speak, the more they can use it against you. So I was like, nope, I'm good. Asked the cop, did she like cooperate? And he was like, yeah, she did. He was like pretty fast with it too. So the judge looked at me and he was like, raise your right hand. And he was like, promise or swear that everything you're telling here is the truth and only the truth. I was like, yeah, I am. So he asked the cop for my driving record. He gave it to him. And the judge looked at it, and then he looked at me and he was just like, since you have a driving score of a +5, which is like the highest you can get as a driver, I'm gonna reduce the 91 that you were speeding at to a 79, which means you're 7 miles per hour over speed. And he was like, all right, you just have to pay $54. Get out. I was like, okay. Like after I got out of court, there was a door, and I got out and I went to like the section where they were like doing the paperwork to pay off my $54 fee or whatever for what I did. There was another guy that was behind me because he did his trial and everything, and he was just like staring at me. And I was like, bro, I was like, well, why are you looking at me like that? Like, what did I do? I think the court was just as confused. Like the people in the court were just like, if you have a +5 driving score, I mean, it's understandable. Sometimes you can go over the speed limit and like, you know, get pulled over the first time. It's like I admitted to being guilty, like straight out open, like 2 seconds in. And then I was like confident about it, and the judge like looked at me too, like, do you swear? I was like, yeah. And then the judge was like, okay, you have a +5 driving score. And on top of that, the judge was really nice. I'll give it that. You know, cause also don't come for my chopping skills. I'm not trying to cut my finger. And also like I can multitask if I'm trying to tell a story and also like trying to chop. I'm trying to be careful, so I'm like a little slow with it for my own safety. But yeah, I went to court yesterday, guys. That's what happened. Back to cooking. We chopped up our tomato, onions, garlic, and lime. And the process with that is we're gonna fry it on the stove first with the beans. Drain them and like wash them a little bit. I'm gonna like toss them on the stove with the beans, and then I'm gonna fry it, and then I'm gonna put them in the blender and mash them up with seasoning and everything, so it's like a paste almost. And then I'm gonna take the tacos, put the paste on it, and then fry them with cheese and put some lettuce in between. I think this might actually turn out well. It's because like I'm actually locking in, guys. Like, are you guys excited? Are you guys ready? It's happening. Like I just have to put it on the stove, but I'm just like delaying it because I don't know why. Like, just do it, bro. It's not that hard. Like, damn. Like looking at my seasonings, and I was like, where's salt? What am I doing with my life? Where is y'all? This is so good. If you haven't watched my cake video, this is a household of struggles. So we're gonna be using olive oil. I'm gonna finish frying the tacos, and I'll be back. Stick around for the final product. I don't know if she's gonna have a glow up, but she might. Been a long day after telling you how I almost went to jail, but we have the results in front of us. This is what we have. To my restaurant. It looks so good, guys. But let's do this. Y'all, this is straight up restaurant quality. Like, I'm not even like saying this to just say it. This is restaurant quality.
That's crazy! Wait, how did you make it in when you shake? Thoughts, Jeannie?
Y'all are loud.
Only if she said y'all are loud. Happy birthday to you! Woo! Blow out the candles.